Hi everybody, my name is Andreas and today I'm going to show you how to make a song in 8 steps. Now you want to stick around till the end of this video because you're gonna hear the full song that we make throughout this video. So stick around to that and let's get into the first step. Now, before we begin, I'm not going to go into what sort of items, what sort of gear you need in order to record your music, like microphones, a DAW, or an interface. Since you're watching this video, I just assume that you already have those and you want to get some inspiration on how you can come up with new ideas. So this is going to be how I make my music, not the way that you should make music, but the way that I like to come up with my music. So let me grab my guitar and let's get started with number 1. So the first step that I usually take when making my music is I come up with the melody first. So the melody usually turns out to be the chorus in most of the songs that I make. I would say maybe 90% of the songs that I make. The first thing that I come up with is usually the chorus. And for this song, I came up with this. It's a combination of different chords in a pattern. So let me show you. That's it. It's a pretty simple combination of chords. Now I haven't tuned my guitar, so I'm sorry about that, but you get the point. So that's what we're gonna begin with. This is going to get into the chorus of this song. All right, let's get to number 2. Once you have your melody, once you have your chorus, at least for me, that's how I do it. I usually come up with the intro and the verse because your song needs different sections, of course. So the second part of making a song for me is to come up with the intro. Now, how do I do this? It's pretty simple. You just take the chords that we have. There you go. That we have and changed them around. So in this song, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick these chords and you're going to see it. So the intro that I made for this song is going to be like this. I didn't play that perfectly, whatever. So that's the part, that's the intro part. Now, how do you come up with a verse? Well, what I like to think about when making a verse is to leave space for the other instruments. So in this case, I know that in my verse, I want to have vocals, lyrics that sing, right? So you don't want to be overpowering them with like guitar strumming. You want to keep it pretty simple so that your lyrics can really shine through. So that's what I did in this song. And I have it very, very like super easy, but this is the verses. See, very easy, and your singer or whatever maybe you, if you're singing, can really get your voice through. It isn't overpowering, it's very easy and, sounds good. So that's the number 3. I mean, maybe number 3? Yeah, whatever. All right, so we have our intro, we have our verse, we have our chorus. Now what do we want more? I mean, you could repeat those and the song would be an okay song. And a lot of songs do that. But what I usually like to do is I like to have a breakdown, as they say in metal music. In pop or country music, a breakdown isn't really what you think it is, but it's something that stands out from the rest of the song, like different chords, different tempo, different rhythmic or something like that, and that's what we're gonna have in this song as well. So this is what I implemented. So yeah, pretty simple, but I'm also leaving space for the singer so that he can really shine through as well. So that's going to be after the second chorus. We're gonna have the breakdown, and after that I will have a guitar solo. Now, you don't need a guitar solo, of course, but since I'm a guitarist, I like to have my guitar solos. So yeah, I'm going to have guitar solo after the breakdown. And that's it. And after the guitar solo, after the breakdown, I'm going to go into the last chorus. And in this song, we're going to finish after the third chorus. Yeah. So after the third chorus, I'm just going to finish the song. And that's going to be it. So we have all our parts. You have your intro, you have your verse, you have your chorus, and you're going to repeat that twice. That's what I like to do. To make it longer, to tell a story. The verses is really the part where the lyrics and the singer can really tell a story with the song. And the guitar solo, of course, is a great way to end something, I think. So the solo is going to expand over into the last chorus as well. So we have all the parts in our song, really. That's all we need. And it's time for me to record everything. So I will tell you something about that as well. When you're recording your acoustic guitars, a good way to think about it is to not record too close to your microphone. That's not going to work. And you don't want it too far away because then it's a hollow sound. So you want to experiment a little bit and get the right angle, get the right distance between the microphone and the guitar. What I usually do is I try to record someplace around here, about, I don't know, 20, 30 centimeters away from the microphone. And I feel like that gives a very natural sound. What else you can do is, something else you can do is, you can layer the guitars. So you have two different channels. So you pan one channel to the left and you pan the other one to the right. That way it makes a dynamic sound, a bigger sound. So that's what I did, and you're gonna hear it in the song later on. So the next step for me, once I have recorded all my guitars, is to add drums to the mix. Some people like to add them earlier, some people like to add them later. For me, I feel like after I recorded all my guitars, I like to add my drums, because then I can adapt my drums after the beat, after the rhythm of the guitar. So that's what I'm doing next. Since I don't have a drum kit, I am just going to use my computer. So I'm going to program all the drums and do all the editing in my DAW. And that's going to be it for the drums. Next thing that I like to do is I like to add my bass, because then once you have added your drums, you can then add your bass and make the bass follow your drums. That's a good way to make the bass and the drums sound bigger, make a bigger sound in the song, in the mix. So that's what I like to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record my bass onto my audio interface and straight into my computer. And what I like to do when playing my bass parts, is just to follow the chords, really. It's nothing else, nothing spectacular. I mean, if you're a great bass player, then of course, go ahead. I'm not a great bass player, but I can keep a steady beat. So it works for me. Just follow the chords and you should be all right. Now we almost have a complete song. We have our recorded guitar, we have our drums, we have our bass. Now, what is missing? Well, of course, the lyrics. The singer and the lyrics is very important in a song. I would say that it makes or breaks a song. So coming up with lyrics can be pretty hard, pretty difficult. But what I like to do is I like to think of a subject that I can relate to and then write something about that. Now, in this song that we're making right here, I chose to sing about being myself and accepting myself. And I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to. So yeah, I wrote my lyrics about accepting yourself for who you are. And you're going to hear that later on as well. Once you have all the parts that you think you need and you're happy with the result, now it's time to start editing. I'm not going to go into the editing part in detail, but you want to make sure that you find a sound that suits you and make sure that nothing sounds like you're speaking like this. You want to open it up, everything, make the guitars. If you have your acoustic guitar too close to the microphone when you record it, you're gonna hear that it sounds very much like this and it sounds very deep. And that's not something you want. You want to keep the guitars pretty clean, pretty open, so you can do all that in editing afterwards, of course. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I think it's time to hear the song. So this is the final result. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. I'm going out tonight till morning light. I'm gonna spend my money all the night. I'm doubling down, come play with me, my friend. Every time we see each other's eyes, you're looking down but seeing only lies. I'm doubling down, come play with me, my friend. You say you care about me, well, take me for who I am. My money, my things, my cars, my looks doesn't tell you just who I am. You point your gun right to my face, but I'll tell you once again, now take your things and pack your bags and leave me just where I stand. Walking around this lonely town, I see my face in a puddle of mud. There's many things that I would change if I could, but I am stuck with who I am. Many places, many towns, I've shown my face a million times. I'm always the same, that's no crime, that's just who I am. You say you care about me, well, take me for who I am. My money, my things, my cars, my looks doesn't tell you just who I am. You point your gun right to my face, but I'll tell you once again, now take your things and pack your bags and leave me just where I stand. Mama said, when I was 5, look in the mirror, now who do you find? Now I've grown up, and I'm still the same. Years have passed, but nothing's changed. About me, well, take me for who I am. My money, my things, my cars, my looks doesn't tell you just who I am. You point your gun